Well, here is one of my most popular balloons. It's the Minion. This is a video of me making a Minion just the day before I have a party at which I normally give it away as a prize to the birthday child. This is a one-eyed Minion. Not quite sure what his name is. This video has been sped up. I don't normally work this fast. Technically, this is a blue 350 and I'm forming this into the body of the Minion. I've already made the head, which I put to one side. There's the body. And there's the head, which goes on top of the body. A lot of people, when I'm doing events and publicity and promotions, people just stand there and watch me make the balloons. It's kind of like watching an artist paint a picture, I suppose. You kind of slowly see it build up into the final creation. These are the legs. This balloon is technically called a 260. All the balloons I use are Qualitex balloons. They're probably the best quality balloon to use, although you do get some bad batches sometimes. Here are the feet, or the shoes of the Minion. The thing I'm using there is called a balloon cutter. It just attaches to your belt, and it's a bit like a safety cutter really. It just allows me to cut any bits of balloons I don't need to use. As you can see now, I'm attaching the feet to the legs of the Minion, trimming off any loose ends, giving them a bit of shape. Now I'm going to move on to the arms of the Minion. You may notice in the background I have some banners or backdrops. This is for my superhero magic show which I do. This is not what I normally wear during a superhero magic show. This is me in my civvies just the day before. So there we have the arms on. There's been a slight, one of the balloons has gone down, so I'm just repairing that now very quickly. That's the only thing with balloons. You really have an uncertainty sometimes. And I always get a little bit nervous if I made a special balloon and I have to leave it overnight for the next day. You wake up in the morning with your fingers crossed that the balloon hasn't gone or punctured. So there we go, I've just fixed the neck of the Minion. And there are the arms. Generally a Minion takes me around about 20 minutes to make. Here come the hands now of the Minion. I have made different theme Minions, which has been quite fun. I made a Dracula Minion for Halloween, and just recently at Christmas I made a Father Christmas Minion with a beard, and also I made an elf Minion as well. It's good fun. Making balloons is great. All you need are the balloons, a safety cutter or a pair of scissors, and pens to draw on the balloons really, and you can more or less create anything. It just takes practice, and once you've mastered the basic twists, it is literally just practice. Luckily I get to do this nearly every day with my magic shows and balloon twisting. So that's the hands done. All I have to do now is attach the hand to the arms. Again, you see you don't need any glue, you just wrap the balloon around and it stays on. I've cut out the volume on the actual video because the noise of squeaking balloons at fast pace can be a little bit annoying. Here come the braces. This is technically this is a blue 160. The 160 is the thinnest balloon, then it's 260s, which is the next size up, then 350s, and then you get bigger ones. It's all very technical. Here come the braces. and just trim that piece off. It's quite good with balloons. Any bits that you can trim off, sometimes you can reuse them on other balloons. So I have a big bin full of what we call scraps. Just shape the arms there, and he's starting to look a bit like a Minion now. The next part is the eye goggle. As this Minion only has one eye, I just do one eye goggle. To be honest, making a Minion with two eyes I found very difficult, so I wasn't quite happy with my Minion with two eyes, so I generally stick to the Minion with one eye. I think it's more characteristic of a Minion. There's the eye goggle, using pinch twists to keep the shape. And now I'm going to add the band on, which is a deflated balloon. This is a black 350 deflated balloon tied at both ends, and that becomes the way of holding the eye goggle on. And we just need the final touches now. I created an eye. I did try and draw an eye, but it didn't quite work out, so I printed out an eye, which I created, and now I use pens to draw on the Minion. I actually use what they call whiteboard pens for this part, as if the balloon pops, the ink doesn't tend to come off. But if you use a Sharpie and the balloon pops, then the Sharpie ink tends to get on clothing and fingers. So I'm just colouring in that. I can only draw mouths and eyes and faces generally. I'm not a very good artist for drawing, but I can draw the faces. And if you look at some of my balloons, a lot of the faces look the same, because that's all I can do. Just drawing on some pockets, and now we're just going to give a bit of colour. I'm actually using a Sharpie for this bit. I'm just going to colour in the red tongue. Making balloons can be therapeutic sometimes. I find it quite relaxing, unless they go pop. And there is our Minion. By me, the Tricky Twister. Have a fun day.